If you believe as a believer in Jesus Christ that you cannot be deceived, if you believe that Matthew 24:24, when Jesus says to be aware of false prophets, to be aware of people that come with signs and wonders, that if possible, they shall deceive even the very elect. If you think that means that you cannot be deceived, that is not correct, because believers are deceived all the time. And what I hear a lot of people that are, say, once saved, always saved, say is, yeah, you can be deceived, but ultimately, God will not allow you to be deceived. I mean, that fits in well with a once saved, always saved mentality. But the fact is it does not say that. And many people fall away from the faith. I know people that believe false things, and then later those false things, such as not believing that the book of Revelation has many literal things in it to come, like a literal millennial kingdom, those people then will later question, well, is there a literal millennial reign? There's not. So is there a literal resurrection? Because it also talks about in the book of Revelation the first resurrection. And if that's also spiritual or, whatever, explained away as an allegory, and these people become full preterists, then they don't believe, and then they'll not believe in a resurrection. And then if you read what Paul says about not believing in the resurrection, if you don't believe in the resurrection, then our faith is in vain. It's pointless. There's no power in it. There's no hope for us. We will not. Our hope is that we will be like Jesus, and we'll be resurrected, and we'll be given incorruptible bodies, and we'll be forever living with Jesus. So a lot of things get messed up when you think you can't be deceived. And I believe if you think you cannot be deceived as a believer, you're already deceived. And I've witnessed that. I've been deceived myself. Yes, we are deceived as believers often, and we do come out of it. So that's our experience. We come out of many things. Some things we might be deceived on and we may never come out of, but they may be things that don't keep us from falling away from the faith. I don't believe we fall away from the faith very easily. But the problem is if you are following a different gospel, if you're believing a different gospel, then you're going to be following a different Jesus, and you'll have another spirit. And what I see in a lot of the New Apostolic Reformation groups, people that follow, and the people's messages like Bill Johnson, Mike Bickle, Chris Valaton, I can't remember how you pronounce his name, and those kinds of people, Heidi Baker, they don't talk about the gospel. They talk about their experiences. They talk about their opinions. They talk about New Age things, occult stuff. It's a Christian mysticism, and it's become normalized in a lot of these believers, and they're okay with it. And they are deceived, and they are becoming more deceived. And down the line, God might grant them repentance, I pray, but they have to want that. If they don't want the truth, there's nothing we can do to make them see the truth.